Yet another video from Generational Wealth Academy. Now in this video I basically want to quickly share with you, it's going to be a short video, perhaps shorter than most of my videos, but I quickly want to show you something which I believe would be of interest to you. Now you can see there is a trade I am in currently on the Swiss franc Japanese yen, and even as you can see at the bottom right hand corner here, I'm currently about 14 pips or so down on this trade, but what I really want you to consider at this time is this little box here. Now this little box here basically shows us the pips, or the pip spread that the brokers currently have on this currency pair. Mind you, this is more or less the beginning of the Asian session, or to be more precise, the Australian session, because it is about 10:43 or so p.m. UK time, which basically means there was a switch from the US session to the Aussie session, or if you want to call it the Asian session. There was a switch, a changeover of market sessions in the last 43 minutes or so. And what we are seeing here basically is the pip spread. The way you will work out the pip spread is you take away the 15 here from the 29. Think of it this way: if you were buying this pair, if you were looking to enter if you were looking to buy, you would enter at this price. You would enter at the price on the right hand side, and if you were looking to sell, you would sell at this price. This is the price at which you would enter if you were buying, and this is the price at which you would enter if you were selling. Now consider this. Okay, I think maybe it's going to shoot down, so let me move my take profit. Okay, consider this. Before I moved the take profit a while ago, obviously I entered this trade just to for teaching purposes. Before I moved it, I mean, now we do it's a 3 pip take profit, if you like, but before I moved it, it was actually a 1 pip take profit or so. And it was the case that even though it was 1 pip, you can see here it shows on the pipsometer, or the pip counter, that I am currently over 12 pips. Now, how do you work that out? How do you even begin to figure that out? Now consider this. 27 minus 15, that would be about, well, that would be 12 pips, and that's exactly what we have here. So it means if you were to enter this trade at this time, you would have to, the trade would have to move 12 pips in your favor, 12 pips in your desired direction, before you even begin to make any profit at all. That tells you something straight away. You do not want to be entering the market, you do not want to be trading, as it were, when there is a switch from one market session to another. In this case, you do not want to enter the market when there is a changeover from the US session to the Aussie or the Australia, the Aussie or the Asian session, or else you will have a whole lot of pips to make up for before you even enter profit. Now this is CHF JPY. Let's go to Euro USD and see what the pip spread is. If you consider Euro USD, even at this time, it has improved. When I first thought of doing this video, obviously around about 10:05, it was the case that it was a 15 pip spread, or 15 or 16 pip spread on Euro USD. Now on a regular I'm going to be showing you screenshots soon. On regular hours, when there is no such of switch over, you will find that with my broker at least, and with most brokers, you would have a 2 or maximum 3 pip spread on Euro USD, and as a matter of fact on most of the major pairs. But here, because of the switch over from market session to another, is currently about 5 pip spread. Now, perhaps you might say that is even still good compared to the 15 or 16 pip spread which it was earlier on. Let me just take you to the screenshot I took just to clarify things. I'm going to go to my Telegram group. I do have a Telegram group. Well, this is one of my Telegram groups, where I posted a screenshot. So you can see here on Euro USD, it was about an 8 pip spread or so there. Is it 8? About 7 pip spread or so. Whereas on the CHF JPY, like you can see here, it basically said it was a 16 pip spread. Now that is huge. I mean, you can see where my arrow is pointing even at this time. Let's go back there, sorry. You can see where my arrow, I don't know if you can quite see it. It says 16. It was a 16 pip spread, at the beginning of the Asian session. Now, you really want to know when to trade, and one of the times not to trade is when it's the beginning of a market session. Now, people will tell you the price moves, brilliantly at such a time. The price moves, wonderfully. But the truth is, you will have a whole lot of pips to make up for before you even begin to enter profit or get into profit. Now, I didn't intend to spend even this long on this video, but I do believe you have more idea now why you ought not to trade, especially if you're not an experienced trader, why you ought not to trade, at the beginning of a market session. Oh yes. Now there are other reasons or times when the pip spread would widen. There are other times when the pip spread will widen, such as when there is news. But the truth is, I hope this video would indeed, do you a lot of good. Well, I might as well make profit, even though it was just a trade I entered. I might as well make some profit on this trade. Let's just see if it's gonna go, further down. But anyway, that's it for today's video, or this video. And I would encourage you to give me a thumbs up if you have, if you've gained a thing or two from this video. And surely, if you've seen other videos of mine, especially if you've seen other videos of mine, give me a thumbs up and basically like the video. Okay, now share this with your friends and those in your trading community, and feel free to also join my Telegram group, which obviously which I showed you a while ago. It's called GWA, Generational Wealth Academy. Like I say, I have one for everyone else, and I also have another Telegram for my VIP members who I mentor on a daily and weekly basis. Okay, until next video, God bless.